Well, I don't even know if I'm going to do this properly, to be honest.
And obviously I'm going to do my best to make sure it is my best ever showing. As you saw, I went to bed at about 11 PM last night, as you saw from yesterday's video. Got back from the grocery store, unpacked, had a shower, and then went to bed about 11 PM, and then woke up at 2 AM and was just wide awake. So I'm a little bit jet lagged, which is not good. I'm pretty tired now, but because I've fucked it, I'm just gonna have to stay awake all day now and reset my body clock that way. So today's gonna be rough because I have to stay awake no matter how tired I get. And then I'll go to bed at like 7, 8 PM tonight, and then that'll reset, and I'll sleep all night because I'll be really tired. Wake up tomorrow, jet lag gone. So that's the plan there. Body weight wise this morning, I weighed in at about 3 AM, obviously, because was up early and spoke to Tom. I was 211 pounds, which is my lowest of prep by 1 pound. Quite a big drop. I think I was 214 before leaving, 214.2 before leaving the UK yesterday. So dropped about 3 and a bit pounds yesterday flying, which was to be expected. It's usually the case. So certainly very flat, very depleted this morning. Ended up having my first meal quite early today, obviously because I was up fucking early. So we're going to have to space the meals out because we've got 300 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fat today. Those are the macros. So we'll run that. The first meal was just cream of rice, which you saw me make earlier. So we did that, ate that, feeling pretty good. Took all my supplements, had my Athlete Stack powder, which is honestly, Athlete Stack powder for me is then one of my favourite products at the minute. The old Athlete Stack was good, but it was 7 tablets, which was a fucking ball ache to take. You've seen how many tablets I already take. You put that on top, it's just a lot. But that powder, it tastes phenomenal. It's got electrolytes in it and it's got coconut water in it. So it just hydrates you in the morning. So I absolutely love it. Highly, highly recommend for everybody. They've also just about to release a Athlete Stack women's powder. So if any females are watching this, don't think there are, but if there are, apart from my mum. Hi mum. Mum, you should probably get it as well actually. Sort your fucking vitamins out. Sorry for swearing. Apologies, that was quite aggressive actually. So sorry mum, and sorry dad as well. He doesn't like me swearing. They raised me better than that, and I am a little bit of a letdown. A disgraceful youth with horrific language. But yeah, so it's 7 AM. I've done all my check-ins for the day because I've just been sat in my room since that first meal doing check-ins, getting back to all the clients because obviously we're 7 hours behind the UK, so everybody woke up, sent their check-ins really early. So I've got all those boxed off, which is fantastic. Plan this morning is I'm going to go out for some light steps now, very light steps. I'm going to just potter around, get some fresh air. Today's session, which is going to be a very light leg session. My legs are pretty heavy from all the travelling yesterday and walking, so we don't really want to cause too much fatigue. Obviously, it being peak week, most people don't even train legs in peak week. I just need to get a little bit of blood flow there just to hold the size because they do flatten off very easily. So for me, it is important that we do go get a little bit of quad work done. Originally, it was going to be a full leg day, but we've sacked that off just because the legs are a little bit heavy. So just some isolation work, maybe a set of RPE 5 hack squat. We'll see. There's just like I don't know, like a total fitness or an anytime fitness, like a 10-minute walk away. So we're just going to walk there. Do the little bit of quad hamstring isolation work, and then I'm going to hit arms as well. Do that, get that wrapped up by about midday, and then come back here and kind of just chill out. There is a shopping mall like 10 minutes away, 5 minutes, well, like a 3-minute Uber away. So if I'm bored this afternoon and I need to try and stay awake, I will probably just jump in an Uber. I would walk there because it's only like a 25-minute walk, but I'm not going to be pounding steps. So I'll probably Uber there, light stroll around there just to kill some time this afternoon, and then head back here for an early night. So that's the plan. I'll obviously show you all the meals today. I've got quite a few deliveries coming today that we need to be in for. I also, like Amazon, right, is fucking unbelievable here. I ordered next day deliveries, some bits yesterday. They showed up at 4:30 in the morning. I had an email saying your Amazon parcel's been delivered. I was like, what? There's been no knock at the door. Open the door. Bloke's just left my parcel there at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, fucking mental. So then I jumped on Amazon today because I mentioned it in yesterday's video that I do want a rice cooker. Having come back and looked at the equipment again, I wanted a rice cooker. I'm not fucking about with those shit pans. So jumped on Amazon, same day delivery, got a rice cooker for $20. So that's coming today as well. So yeah, Amazon in fucking LA is absolutely mental. I thought it was good in the UK with next day delivery, but over here, same day delivery by like 3 p.m, which is crazy. So very impressed. Just another reason why I should move to America, really. So yeah, I'm going to go throw on the trunks and we'll do some rounds of posing. And then I'm going to go out for a little walk and wait for a pre-workout meal. Obviously, I just told you I was ordering some stuff from the store. Got some bacon trays, which is good. And then just to make the order a little bit bigger, make it more worth it, I got another shredded lettuce, because you'll remember yesterday I said I'll probably need another shredded lettuce, sort of that. And then just got 2 drinks as well. 10:15, I've realised that I'm going to be training probably a little later at like 1, 2ish, so I'm going to eat another meal now before I eat my pre-workout meal. So the chicken and rice is going to be pre-workout meal today. So I'm just going to do another cream of rice, which was going to be my final meal of the day, but I'm just going to move it earlier. So going to start making the whey paste for the cream of rice, because my delivery is going to be here in 10 minutes, roughly. So I'm going to have to walk out to go get that, and I don't want to be halfway through a meal when I've got to walk like 5 minutes, because that would ruin the meal. Quickly, because you obviously saw me make it this morning, but this is what I meant by when I said I've got enough whey protein to last me till the ESN delivery comes. So we've got a lot of Leon cereal whey, which is what I'm going to use now, and then I've got cinnamon cereal whey isolate and then chocolate elite whey isolate here. Gonna save the whey isolates for sort of carb loading and a little bit closer to the show, just because I'm not sure if the ESN delivery will actually show up or not, and obviously being in and around the show, I want the absolute highest quality possible. Ideally, I was going to be using that all week, and this was just backup just in case. But the backup obviously had to come in clutch. And to be honest, I literally never have any issues with whey, regular whey anyway, so I'm not concerned in the slightest. But yeah, we're going to mix up 60 grams of this as a whey paste now, and then come back and make the rest of the meal, which is 70 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of frozen berries, with some cinnamon, a little bit of salt. So similar to the first meal you saw, basically, just a little bit less fruit, a little less, might be the same cream of rice, can't remember, and the same amount of protein. I thought I'd be smart, right, because you probably saw this morning in the footage, like, I normally use Costco raspberries back at home, and they're really full, and like, I have them frozen, and you'll see me, I crumble them up to make like little bits of raspberries like you see here. These raspberries I got yesterday are fucking shit. They're like really small, rock hard, and when they're frozen, there was like no gap in the middle, so I couldn't break them up, and it wasn't as fun. So I thought, whilst I'm just waiting for this delivery to come, I've got like 5 minutes, let's put the raspberries in a Ziploc bag and just beat the shit out of them to break them all up. And that's what I've been doing. I've been sat here hammering away, and I thought, I should probably put this on camera, because it's the secret to a good cream of rice, is the frozen fruit being like, you know, like this. Cream of rice has been made and cooled down. Got the crushed up raspberries now, so I'm going to show you, like, everyone always asks how I make my cream of rice, okay? Cream of rice, I do boil the kettle, before it finishes boiling, stop it, so it's not like fully boiling, it's just, you know, when it starts to just make that noise where it's just coming to a boil, stop the kettle then, pour that in, then put your cream of rice powder on top of the water, okay? In terms of the water to cream of rice ratio, that is entirely person dependent. It changes for me day by day, depending on how hungry I am. Obviously, if I'm carbing for a show, I'm going to reduce the water as much as possible. So play around with that so you find the right ratio for you. Once that's made, let it cool down a little bit, because you don't want it like piping fucking hot. If you're having dark chocolate in it, put the dark chocolate in now so it melts. And then on top, obviously I've got no dark chocolate in this one, as I'm saving mine for the post-workout, because that'll be later today. And then you want your frozen berries on top as a nice sort of layer. And this is why you obviously want them sort of crushed up, so you get the coverage. I've only got 50 grams in this meal. Normally it's 75, but this is a little bit of a smaller meal. So we do 50 grams of the frozen raspberries. Beautiful. And then we do 50 grams of blueberries. This combo of fruit is undefeated. Raspberries and blueberries, both frozen. Unbelievable. You just get the perfect, absolute perfect consistency. And it tastes banging. So, Bosch, meal 2 for today, 5 to 11. So it's been like 7 hours since I ate my first meal, but needs must with all the travel and time zone differences. Just had to go through those periods of fasting, so I'll eat this, and then 2 hours time I'll eat pre-workout, and I'm quite happy I've done this, to be fair, because I've got 2 decently sized meals pretty close to my training session, so I should have some life in me for training, which will be good. So yeah, I'm going to eat this, go chill outside for like an hour and a half, come back in and start cooking the chicken and rice. But yeah, thought I'd give you an update. So I went for a little walk, very light steps, very moderate, nothing intensive, just get out in the sun. As you all know, I am severely dependent on the weather. Like, just going for a walk in the sun, fucking nothing better. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I went for a nice little stroll and just listened to a podcast. And to be fair, I did a fair bit of reflecting whilst I was out in the water, so I want to kind of talk about. Going to get a little bit emotional here, a little bit deep, which is rare for me. But no, I was just out for the walk, and I fucking love America. I've probably mentioned it 100 times over. Like, I really, really like America. So whenever I'm here, I feel so fortunate that this is kind of my job, like, and I get to do this. I think it's my 4th or 5th time in America now in the last 2 or 3 years, which is mind blowing. I'm so like blessed to be able to do this, and obviously I have worked very hard to get here, but at the same time, I've been incredibly lucky with all the support from you lot as well. And that's something that I really don't take for granted. It's kind of what I was reflecting a little bit, because I think, obviously, the show, I announced I was doing this show yesterday on Instagram, and then all the bodybuilding pages have posted it everywhere. The competitor list was announced, so we know who's doing the show now, all of that, and there's a lot of expectation on me to perform at this California show. Pretty much all the bodybuilding pages have picked me as their favourite to win, which is very flattering. Ultimately means nothing, because it's just who's the best on the day. Like, everybody looks good on Instagram. I look good on Instagram. Will it translate to stage? I don't know. We'll find out. And that sort of adds pressure, I think, a little bit to me. So certainly feeling that a little bit more today after that I went live yesterday. But I think that walk this morning and kind of just taking a moment to like think about actually where I am, what I'm doing, I'm just back in that feeling of gratitude more than fear and pressure, if that makes sense. Like, whatever's going to happen on stage is going to happen. If I underperform, if I don't get the result I want, it is what it is. I'm 22, I've got decades of doing this shit ahead. We've seen it so many times where, people don't show up how they want. That's bodybuilding. We've seen it with Logan year after year, and this year at the Arnold, he came in and smashed it. We've seen it with Wesley, he comes in at the Arnold, smashes it, and then, we've seen other shows where he's come in and he's not performed how he wants, and that's the sport. But there's always going to be another show, and so instead of me putting all this pressure on myself for this one show to be perfect, obviously I want it to, and obviously I'm going to do my best to make sure it is my best ever showing, and of course I'd love to win, and that's why we're here. But I don't want to let that add overwhelming pressure to the point where it completely kills me inside and like sucks the fun out of this entire trip and this prep. And that's what I'm trying to not let it do. And that's what I was reflecting on this walk this morning, is realising that sure, there's all this pressure, but at the end of the day, the pressure is a privilege, as Chris said. So instead of focusing on that, I'm like, look, I'm here, it's a show, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's out of my control to a degree. I just need to stay relaxed and do what I need to do, which is absolutely what I'm going to do. And regardless of the result, I can't really complain. I'm out here in LA in the sun, fucking getting to compete and do what I love. And I've got absolutely copious amounts of support from all of you lot, which is mind-blowing to me and a little bit overwhelming. Don't quite understand why. It's just me, lads. I don't know what the fuss is about, but I appreciate it, and I hope to do you all proud come the weekend. But yeah, I don't really know where I've gone here, but I was kind of just trying to explain my mindset a little bit, because the pressure starts to climb a little bit as the show gets closer, and it's just trying to keep myself grounded and remind myself where I'm actually at in terms of my career, because there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of expectation on me, which is flattering, and it's a privilege to have that expectation that people see the potential and think I'm going to perform really well. But at the same time, I also need to remind myself this is my pro debut, really. And I'm 22, going against adults, guys that have been to the Olympia, guys that have won shows before. So, yeah, it's taking the edge off and just being more grateful for the opportunities and what I get to do. And that's kind of the mindset right now, which I think is a very healthy one to have. So, feeling good, feeling relaxed, and feeling very, very blessed and grateful for where I'm at and all the support from you lot, and that I get to do this for a living. So.
We're in Golds. We managed to blag a 3 weeks pass for residents only. I said we're out here for a month, and please, just let us, because we already got to train here today and tomorrow. So, current pump pros in. As I said, I've got 2 sets of leg extension just to get a little bit of blood from my legs, but they're a little bit fatigued. We're not gonna hit him too heavy today. I did some posing earlier, and actually flexing them was quite difficult. So we really just want to let them rest up and be fresh for California this weekend. And then we'll worry about getting some life back in them for Detroit and FIBO after. But right now the priority is very much California, because let's be honest, it's the best chance I've got at a win this season, because the other 2 shows have top 5 Mr. Olympias in them. So we're not winning those realistically. So this one we're just going all in for basically. So that does mean prioritizing fresh legs, which unfortunately does mean that my legs probably will flatten off quite a bit before the later shows, but we've just got to make that decision, and that's the decision Tom's made, which I kind of agree with. So that's the plan. 2 very light sets just to get a little bit of blood flow there, shuttle a little bit of nutrients to the quads, but really we just need to let them freshen up and get detailed again. So then we'll do that, and then we're going to hit arms as well today, and then tomorrow will just be upper, so it'll be back, chest, shoulders, maybe a little bit more arms. We'll see how we feel tomorrow. But yeah, today is just going to be 2 sets of quads and a bit of arms. Where they tell me it's a tricep machine, I see the world's greatest bicep machine. Right, he's now doing single leg extensions whilst texting on his phone mid-set. What the fuck? Right, triceps. That is strange. It's missing the handle on the left side. It's just got one handle on the right hand side. I think this gym's seen better days. I said earlier how the Venice one's apparently run down. This one wasn't run down apparently. It's like God knows what Venice must be like, is that me? I don't even know if I'm going to do this properly, to be honest. I need to be smart and really prioritise just letting them get fresh. I don't normally hit legs in P-Week previously. This year we wanted to try it, but feeling them now, they're just tired from all the travelling and walking yesterday. That this just might cause a little bit too much fatigue to them if I actually do any working sets. So I think I'm going to do probably 2 sets. Little heavier, not much heavier than where I'm at now, and just stop sort of 5 reps shy of failure, just to get some blood there, but not actually cause any sort of fatigue. Stimulate, not annihilate, the classic. All the way from the UK, Code Eagles.
I used the floor to my advantage there to give myself some assisted reps, which I probably shouldn't be doing. But it's fucking arms. And I've still got 3 more days to the show, so they should recover. Arms can recover in 3 days. I just probably won't do them tomorrow because I've done a little bit more than I was anticipating today.
Right, that concludes the gym. It was a tough session, actually, relatively alright. I'm pretty happy with the post-workout visuals, to be fair. Flat, but exactly where I need to be. So, can't complain. I'm not going to overthink it too much. Tom's happy, so I should be happy, and that's kind of all that matters. I don't need to do the thinking right now. Obviously, we got an Uber here. It's like 10 minutes away from the apartment. It's like one of those little shopping estate type things where there's like loads of different food places. There's a supermarket across the road, so I'm going to run over there, grab some chicken, some lettuce, and some cucumber. Very exciting. And then I'm going to head back to the apartment. I've said to Nilesh, obviously, bless him, he's filming me all week this week, and obviously I can't do any of the fun stuff in America, like go to the McDonald's that's there, or go to Carl's Jr. or any of the food spots. So I said to him, like, if he wants to leave me to go and eat, I completely respect it because I would do the same. So he may go grab some food. If he does, he's got to film it to put it in the video. So you better film it if you do get something. I want to watch it back later. But yeah, so I'm going to go supermarket now. I'm not going to film me getting some lettuce and chicken because it's lettuce and chicken. It's boring as shit. You saw me do that yesterday. And then head back to the apartment for a little bit. I definitely will head out to the shopping mall later tonight just to kill some time, get out of the house for a little bit. I'm going to get an Uber there. I was going to walk, but Tom doesn't want me doing any steps, so I'll Uber there and then just go walk around it briefly and then find somewhere to sit in there and just get out of the house for a bit. So I will take the DJI with me to do that and film that later. So I'll probably catch you at the shopping mall later tonight, and that'll wrap up day 2 of I was about to say the Vegas vlogs, but we're not in Vegas, we're in LA. So yeah, see you in a bit.
It's 7:15. Probably going to sit here for 15 minutes, then head back to the apartment about 7. All my deliveries came, my Amazon parcels came, so the rice cooker is in, which is fantastic. I did have 2 more deliveries come today that have been put in the mailbox, post box for the apartment, which I don't have access to. So the owner of the apartment is dropping by at like 8 PM tonight. So once they've been around to give me my stuff out the mailbox, I will probably head to bed. I'm very tired now because obviously I've been up since like 3 AM, so it's been a long day, but it's been good. But I am very much looking forward to sleep. I'm just trying to basically stay awake now till 8 PM to get my parcels, and then I'm going to go to bed, get a nice big sleep probably all the way through till fucking like 5 AM tomorrow, get a decent like 10 hours in if I can. Get up tomorrow, and I think the plan is final session, probably quite a light one. Tom, my coach, is coming out as well, so he lands tomorrow. So we'll see him in the afternoon. Obviously he'll be flying all morning, which means I'm going to have to just sort of do my own check-in and base food off the look and the scale, which I will run you through in tomorrow's video. But for right now, I'm going to chill, head back to the apartment, and that'll probably conclude this video. We'll wrap it up here. It's nice and scenic. So yeah, 4 days out, feeling good. Put some more updates out on Instagram today. Was happy with the look post-workout, so can't complain. Feeling good, happy days, can't complain. See you tomorrow for 3 days out.